droves, I can't resist the way it grows. All of my time.
Light, you can't just do that. Hey guys, it's Asha and today's video is going to be an Ask Asha. I got you guys on my last video to leave me some questions. If you did miss out, I'm going to do another Ask Asha and use some of the questions from that video, and then also if you want to be featured in the next Ask Asha, then just leave me some questions in the comments and I will answer them in my next Ask Asha. Ask Asha. Can't even say my own name, which will probably be in a couple of weeks. So I've got all the questions on my laptop right here, so let's get started. So the first question comes from WHTVR Nick. She says, what was your favorite place you've traveled to? So as you guys probably know, I went to Europe for 3 months, and I think my favorite place I went to was Amsterdam in the Netherlands. Whenever I tell people that, they're like, why Asha? And it's not for the reason you're thinking. It's actually just such a beautiful city, and oh my god, there's so many bikes everywhere. All the people are so nice and relaxed. The bridges were covered in vines and flowers and there was bikes. Oh my god, it was just amazing. And I also loved Greece and Berlin. Next question comes from my sister and she says, "Sup sister from same mister." Original, Maeve, nice work. My question for you is, why are you so cool? Let's go to the US next year to XOXO. Well, Maeve, I really don't know why I'm so cool, to be honest. And yes, let's go to the US next year. If you guys live over there, leave me a comment and when we come, we can all hang out together. The next question comes from Mitzi and she says, best performance you've seen live? Ooh, this is hard. Can I choose 3? I'm gonna choose 3. The Wombats last year at Splendor in the Grass and the year before. I've seen them twice and both times they were just amazing. And Vampire Weekend at Big Day Out in 2012. They're just so good at performing, and Ezra is just the coolest person ever. Like, I would seriously marry him. And then my third one goes to the Arctic Monkeys, which I saw in 2014. They will probably be my favorite band I've ever seen live because they are one of my all-time favorite bands. But when I was there, I think I had like a mini panic attack in the mosh pit. I was right up the front in the very center and people were just squishing me so much. Like, usually I'm not too bad in mosh pits because I'm so tall that I know like I can breathe and everything so much more than everybody else. If you are small, I do not understand how you deal with mosh pits. But this time it was just crazy. Like, even the Red Hot Chili Peppers mosh, which I was in one time, wasn't as bad as the Arctic Monkeys mosh, which you wouldn't really expect. But yeah, I was just getting pushed up against the barrier and I couldn't breathe. So I ended up having to be like pulled over and taken out the back by the paramedics. And I remember sitting at the back and they were like giving me water and stuff, and I was literally bawling my eyes out because Teddy Picker was playing and it's one of my favorite songs. I went back out there after and I stood on the side and watched the rest of the show, and I was just crying because I was so happy that I was there, but at the same time I was like really upset that I'd been pulled out. I got so close to Alex Turner, guys. Like, when I got pulled over the barricade, I was like right in front of him, and if I wasn't in such a state, I probably would have jumped up on stage and like tackled him and kissed him right in front of my boyfriend at the time. Next question comes from Janae. She asks, best advice for going on your first Kentucky? When I travelled, I didn't go on a Kentucky. I think just for travelling in general, whether you're on a Kentucky or not, I think just to be really open-minded is important, and to be ready to be like, yeah, I'll do that, like I'll do this. Just be open to new ideas. You're gonna have so much fun. This question comes from Eve and she says, hey Asha, do you work anywhere or is YouTube your job? No, YouTube is not my only job. So I do YouTube. I also work for ASOS as a student insider, so I do like blogging and videos and Instagram stuff for them. I also intern at Spell and the Gypsy Collective. You guys might have seen some of their clothes on Instagram. And then I also work every Friday night in a bar. I have quite a few jobs. I wanted to ask you guys if any of you will be at Blues Fest, because I'm going to be at Blues Fest with Spell and I'm going to be working in the store. So if you're there, make sure you come and say hi. I would love to hang out because none of my friends are really going to Blues Fest because they more go to like Splendor and Falls and stuff. So I don't really know anybody going to Blues Fest this year. So if you're going, let me know. I would love to hang hang out with you. Lai, oh my god, I'm butchering all these names today. I'm just gonna say Lai, yeah, I don't even know. Leia says, where would you live if you could choose anywhere in Europe? And I would 100% choose either Amsterdam or Berlin. Like I said before, two of my favorite cities, and I think they're just really, really livable. The people are just so nice and welcoming, and I feel like it would just be really easy to fit in with everybody. Next question comes from Rebecca, and she says, how do I save up money for traveling? I had quite a few people ask this on the video, and this comment, as well as some of the other ones, got thumbs up, so I'm assuming a lot of people want to know how to save up money for traveling. So I think I'm actually just going to do a whole dedicated video to that topic, because there's a lot of different things, and I think that saving money whilst you're traveling is probably just as important as saving money for your actual trip, and it's super easy to save money whilst you're traveling. Next question comes from Emily, and I think this is the best question ever. She says, do you eat the little end of the banana of the whole thing? So I think she just means like, do you eat the little end of the banana? No, I don't. I don't really know why. I suppose it's not that bad, but I don't know, it kind of grosses me out. Is that weird? Next question comes from Joanka. She says, hi, question, did you ever ride a horse? Do you know McLeod's Daughters? I love this show so much. Yes, I do know the show McLeod's Daughters. I never really watched it, but I like saw it on TV a couple of times. And funny story, actually, I have ridden a horse before. I had a friend in primary school who lived on acreage and owned horses, so sometimes I would go over to her house and ride her horses. And the first time I ever went over there to ride one of her horses, I got on the back of this horse and it was giant, and I was so excited, and then all of a sudden it started like galloping up this hill, like literally so fast. I'd never been on a horse in my life, and I was just clinging to its neck hoping that it would stop, and eventually at the top of the hill it did, and I was just like, God, I can't believe I didn't fall off and get like trampled. I literally held on to this horse for my life. Next question comes from Rainy Music, and she says, what is your dream job? I think through YouTube I've really found that I love combining like marketing and video and fashion. So if I could get into like managing like the marketing stuff for a fashion brand, that would be amazing. I'd love to do that and somehow combine film with that. Maybe if I was doing social media marketing for some kind of company, I could make videos and stuff. But if I didn't do that, I would absolutely love to start my own label or brand. I think that's probably biggest dream. Next question comes from Millie, and she says, first of all, love the video. You are so stunning, Ash, as always. Thank you. I have two questions. The first one is, if you could do one thing only for the rest of your life, what would it be and why? And the second question is, what is your biggest regret so far in life? I will link Millie's channel down below because she makes amazing videos. But, ooh, these ones are hard, girl. I think it would just be to do anything creative. Does that count as an answer? I just get so bored if I'm not creating different things. Make art and make videos and music. What is your biggest regret so far in life? I think it would have to be not being so confident in high school. I was so shy and so insecure, and although I do like get those feelings now still, definitely not as much as what I used to. I was literally too shy to talk to boys. Like, people knew me as the girl in the grade who wouldn't talk to boys because I was that shy. And then I think I gained a reputation, and because I gained this reputation of not talking to guys, I wouldn't talk to guys for that reason, even though maybe I wanted to or something, because then I felt like people would be like, oh, you're talking to a boy, even though it hadn't meant anything. Does that make sense? So even though I'm kind of glad that I never had to deal with silly, immature high school boys, I kind of wish that I didn't care so much about what people thought of me. That got real deep. The question comes from Tash, and she says, can you do a video like Danny Mansuti's recent one about heartbreak? Love your videos. Thank you so much. And I've seen this video and I actually really agree with a lot of things that she spoke about in the video. I've never really touched on personal type stuff in my videos before, but it's something I've been thinking of integrating for a while, just because there is so much I've learned over the past like 1, 2 years, 5 years and I feel like a lot of you maybe are a little bit younger, and I have advice and tips for you guys, especially when it comes to things like being stuck in relationships that aren't healthy, or if you're going through a bad breakup, or if you've been cheated on. I have a lot of advice for that. So if those are type things that you would like me to talk about, I can definitely give it a go. I've never gone that personal, but I would really like to, as well as things on like confidence and insecurities and being shy and stuff like that. I can do like a whole series on that. Maybe we could call it Asha Advice. Oh, that'd be cool. And the last question comes from Hayley. She says, when and why did you decide to say fuck it and start wearing whatever you wanted without caring what people thought of you? I love you. This is like the best question ever. I've always been really interested in fashion. So for me, fashion is something where I just love expressing myself, and I feel like there's no better way to kind of express your personality and who you are as a person than through what you wear on your body. Yeah, I think that's why I don't really care, because I just wear what I think expresses myself and expresses my personality, and it's nice to be different than other people. Like, although it's nice to stay up with trends and everything, try and put your own twist on trends and have your own personal style and just wear whatever you like, because why wouldn't you? So yeah, that's all the questions I'm going to answer for today. If you guys left a question I didn't answer, I'm so sorry, but I think there was almost 100 questions left on that video, so I couldn't answer them all, but I will do another Ask Asha and answer some of them that you guys left there, as well as any more that you want to leave me in the comments. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and if you want to see more from me, then just hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!
Waste my time in droves. I can't resist the way it grows. All of my time